Alright everyone, welcome back to the channel. Adam and I are currently headed about 20 minutes away from our home place here. We're going to go pick up this 1985 Suzuki four-wheeler. It's just on marketplace as Suzuki. I'd say it's probably a 125 or a 185. Not a whole lot of information on it, but $195. We're going to go pick it up, bring it back, and see what we got. Okay, we got our latest purchase here loaded up. This thing's in great condition. It's like a time capsule almost. Pretty cool. It's got these gold wheels on it. We haven't even tried to start it yet. I think the gas tank's under the seat.
Yeah, check the gas.
See how it smells? It smells bad. Oh, yeah.
Definitely bad.
We definitely need to change or drain that out. But overall, I mean, this thing is, for what we paid for it, is in awesome shape. So the Suzuki four-wheeler is unloaded. We got it here in the garage. We're just kind of looking over what we have. I didn't mention it in the last clip, but it is actually a 185. We weren't sure when we found it on Craigslist because it wasn't listed, but overall, I made the joke that it was like a time capsule, and what's pretty cool is we got some documents with it that I didn't even realize we had. The owner, he was the original owner, so he gave us the original owner's manual here. It's a limited warranty paperwork, a service record card. Looks like some giveaway they were doing during the Olympics back then. The original title on this, which is pretty cool. I'll probably actually keep this, but this is the original flyer of all the models of Suzuki for that year. So this is the LT185. This is the one we got here. And on the back, it just shows all of them kind of riding out and some of the three-wheelers they had. Pretty sweet. This is cool. I wish it was on something more sought after, like if we would find like an old Camaro or something with all the supporting paperwork. It is just a four-wheeler, but it's still pretty neat to find. It's not every day you find something that someone's kind of preserved like this. So we checked the gas. The gas is definitely bad. I'm going to drain the gas out. Probably clean the carburetor anyway. I did pull start it and it didn't fire, but it's got really good compression. So I'm hoping that it just needs fuel to run because it's got solid compression. I trust what the owner we bought it from said, that it's just been sitting. So I'll do another carburetor cleaning video and link that in this description, and then we'll come back and see if we can get this thing to start. Carburetor's back on, fuel lines are hooked up. We're gonna give it our first pull and see if this thing will fire off. It should. We also put a new spark plug in there, so turn her on, give her a pump, and seems like it's running good.
Oh, hey, you got a gas leak.
Oh yeah. Well, crap. Let me grab a flashlight. Oh yeah, it's leaking. I guess this is like a primer because it chokes. Yeah. Well, crap. Okay. We're gonna have to get that fixed. All right, we got parts in for our Suzuki 185 to fix the fuel leak we had. It was on the primer plunger. So we got a brand new one here. Here's the old one. It had a rip in this diaphragm. So we're going to get that replaced and see if it fixes the problem. Got the primer plunger installed. I'm going to give this thing a pull, see how it runs, make sure we don't have any more fuel leaks. Okay, it is running, seems to be running pretty good. The fuel leak is gone, so I'm happy with that. I'm going to post this for sale tomorrow. I'm probably going to put like 800, 900 on it, try and move it along pretty quickly. But for now, we're going to run back to the shed, get the Trailblazer ready because the buyer should be here soon. All right, the buyer for the 250 Polaris will be here in about an hour. I just want to run through the cost to outline what we had to put into this bike to get it into a sellable condition. So I think I mentioned it before, but we bought this for $200. We put some money into it, and I have my cheat sheet here I'm going to reference. So if you see me looking away from the camera, that's what I'm doing. But anytime that I buy anything like this, I always add on a $50 indirect charge, I call it, that covers the electricity to keep my lights on while I'm working on it, gas for the power washer, brake cleaner, RTV, anything that you have already, but you're using it, so you have to replenish that somehow. So I guess starting here at the front, we put new ball joints on each side. Those were $60 for the set. I also did the tie rods in the first video. That was just my time, so I'm not accounting any money for that. We put new grips on. Those were $12. The front master cylinder was $30. I got a new throttle cable for $20 used. We had to take this switch apart and clean it, but again, that was just time. I put a new battery in it. That was $60, I believe. Yeah, $60. It got a new air filter under the seat, obviously. That was 25 bucks. And we did a new rear master cylinder down here and had to bleed the brakes, and I snapped a bleeder off. But luckily I had one here, so just for the master cylinder, I think it was like $12. So all in all, the total into this Trailblazer is $470. We listed it for $1,400, ended up accepting an offer at $1,200. So that gives me a profit of $730, which I'm pretty happy with that. I didn't have a ton of time into this, probably 6 or 7 working hours. It is very important, if you are a wheeler dealer or would like to start trying to do this stuff, to write down what you put into stuff and what you sell it for, and have your profit written down. That way you remember what were the good deals and what were the bad deals, what to avoid, what to look for, all that stuff. Because if, for example, say we buy that air compressor over there for $50 and we bring it home and it needs a bunch of work, and we put $50 of materials into it plus our time and end up selling it for $200, it might not be worth messing with it. So I always write this stuff down, even though some of the deals you don't like the number you see. It's important to see that, because that's how you get better and that's how you remember what you need to be on the lookout for. You're good to go. All right, there it goes. Got my part of it. Okay, everyone, that is all for this week's Marketplace Monday. Thank you for tuning in to watch this. I really appreciate it. Please like the video and subscribe so you can stay up to date with what we're doing, what we're buying, and how the projects are coming along. Thanks again.